Okay, guys and girls, the hottest day of the year the other day was 103 degrees. I came down here and caught 2 fish. I actually only caught 1. I hooked 2. One of them about 2.5 pounds. I was letting him swim around. He come unbuttoned, but right by the dock. I saw him and I count him as a catch. Barbless hook rule. If I get them up by the dock, they come off. I count them as a catch. And then I caught one more smaller one than that. And I fished since then a little bit. I came down here. Not last evening, but the evening before last. It was the evening before that, though, that when it was the hottest day of the year. And then it didn't quite get to 100. It got to like 99. But today is the hottest day. It got to a 105. And the heat index was like 10 or 12 degrees higher than that. And it's down to 95 now, and the sun is just now getting over the edge of the trees. So I got a little bit of shade. Chris is up there at the house, sitting on the front deck out there watching me fish. And but I came down here, not yesterday evening, but day before yesterday, and I caught 2 the first cast. Oh, 1 the first cast, 1 the second cast, first 2 casts. And then I fished quite a little while and I catch any more. But I ended up catching 6. Probably fished 30 minutes. Caught 6 fish, and but I didn't bring a camera or anything. I didn't even have a shirt on. I had a pair of shorts on and no shirt. You don't really want to see that. Looky there. That's where I caught about 4 or 5 of them, right out there. That was a good spot. And so I thought I'd come down here, and he's in the grass. He's pulling like a banshee, but he's in the grass. He's got grass on him. He might. Yeah, I got him now. I got him out of the grass. Pretty nice little fish. I got me some June bug Lucky Strike worms. But I caught 6 of them. And old June bug. Looky there, nice one. Hey, baby, looky here. Woohoo, she said. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful fish. And there, I got a little spot out there, and if you hit that spot just right, you know, I caught 1 5-pounder out there. And so, and like I said, I didn't even have, I think I hit too far to the left of it then. Got a little bit of rolling martin in my reel here. I have to pick it out. It's called a rolling martin when you get those. If it's really tangled up and hard to get out, call it the Bill Dance or Hank Parker. My buddies, I learned all them 3 guys there. Oh, they're all a lot older than me. They taught me how to fish, those guys did. Looky there. 2 throws in a row. They're getting in the grass. They're right on the edge of the grass out there. He's down in the grass too. They'll usually pull off and get in that grass. I think this has got away. Is there a fish in there? Oh, that's what I caught. But looky there. There's a fish in there. Looky there. And looky there. Yeah, there was a fish in there. Oh, you little rascal. He's got it down really deep. I don't hate it when they get it this deep. I'll have to get down there. And I've got barbless hooks on though. So usually you can get down there, and if you can get down and turn it, sometimes you have to go through the gill plate to get an angle on it. And this is not a very big one, so it makes it more difficult to do. He must have hit it on the fall, because he shouldn't have swallowed it that quick. But I got him, and he's not bleeding. He's fine. Fat little rascal. Look at that belly on him. I thought I lost the fish. That's 2. The other evening I caught 6. And I did have one, honey. She's sitting up there on the porch. She's such a wonderful girl. Sitting up there. She enjoys being outside. She just enjoys being outside. But she's enjoying it. Every time I catch a fish, she likes it. Even though she's not getting to do it, she likes it. And won't be long, she's going to be down here fishing with me. Get her walking, get that right arm moving. Once it starts moving, it's going to go good. She's going to be able to start fishing, catching fish again. She knows how to catch them way better than I do. But isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? 2 throws in a row. How about that? They're kind of out there. The grass is out there, and they're out on the other side of that. when I get kind of close to the edge of that grass, that's when they're running out there and grabbing it. It probably helps that I let that sun get down right about, and it's below those, it's I can see it through the trees, but it's below those trees now. The thermocline in this lake, I was out fishing with a buddy of mine. I played football there at OU. Didn't catch one that cast. But I'm throwing right into that wind, so you got to really chunk it out there to get it to go out there in that wind. But we fished yesterday, and we caught quite a few. But the thermocline had moved down from 12 feet to 15 feet. About a week ago, one last time I went out in the boat, when we went out in the boat yesterday, and we caught quite a few. First one I caught was a 7-pounder, and we never did catch another one that big, not even anywhere close that big. Might have had another 5-pounder. I think Rocky might have caught a 5-pounder. But the thermocline had moved from 12 feet, where it was about a week ago or 10 days ago, down to 15 feet. So it's 15 feet deep. So that means a lot of the fish moved a little bit deeper as well. And a thermocline, by the way, y'all remember what I said a thermocline was. A thermocline is simply a 3-degree change in water temperature. The depth where that happens, you can see it on your locator. On a Garmin live scope, you can see it beautifully, but you can see it on a locator that goes down too. You don't have to have a real fancy locator. Any locator will show the thermocline real well. When you see that thermocline, what you want to do is you want to, it's in the grass. I feel anything touch it back there, I get paying attention. But the thermocline, oh, that was a bluegill. Did you see that? Pull that rod tip down. But the thermocline, you want to fish above the thermocline. A lot of the fish will be within a foot or two of where that thermocline is. So if it's 15 feet, say 11 or 12 to 15 feet would be good. If it's 12 feet like it was, you know, probably 8 to 12 feet, something like that would be about right. See if we can catch another one. Caught two throws in a row. Woo-hoo-hoo. I love that. Nothing wrong with that. Bluegill hit it on the way down. There's a lot of bluegill out there. It's probably why those bass are getting in that spot. I'm getting bluegill hit on that little June bug, lucky strike. I'd catch that 5-pounder I caught the other day. He's probably too smart to bite again this quick. You know, they're not really smart to where they'll remember getting caught. Actually, when I was working on the dock on Lake Tenkiller when I was in high school and college, 6-shooter dock, I'd work at that dock at night. It was a heated fishing dock, and I'd work there until, we usually closed at 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'd go down there from college, and I'd get all my work done, book work done that I needed to do, and get all the work I need to do there at the marina, and I'd fish off the dock. And one night I caught a 5-pounder on a worm with a jig head, because we didn't use slip sinkers back then. We always used a jig head. And I turned that fish loose. And about an hour later, I was back out there, and I'd go out there and throw, and then I'd have to take care of a customer. I'd have to go sweep the floor or something, and I'd go back out and fish. And about an hour later, I went back out there, and I was messing around, and I got another bite. And in those early days, we used to let them run with the worm quite a bit. So we had problems with them swallowing the worm. And because we thought they grabbed a hold of the worm and worked their way up to the head of it, which they didn't do. They grabbed the head of it, but we didn't know that. I mean, nobody knew that. Everybody fished worms that way. They just some guys that smoke said, you get a bite, fire up a cigarette, light it up, take a couple puffs, and then set the hook. But everybody let them run with it. And then somebody developed a slip sinker, and we learned that they were biting the head of it all along. Set the hook as soon as you get a bite. But about an hour later, I caught another 5-pound fish, and it swallowed the hook all the way down. It just is gone. I mean, it's gone. Just a line going down this rope. And he started bleeding real bad. So I took it in there to the, and I said, does anybody want this bass? It's going to die. We're going to have to clean it. I'm not going to throw it back. And somebody said, oh, yeah, I'll take it. And so they told me, said, you know, will you help me fillet it? And I said, sure, I'll help you fillet it. So we started filleting that fish, and we started cleaning it. And And once we started to flay that fish, guess what's in its belly? That same jigging worm that I caught it on an hour before. So they don't remember. They don't remember at all. So that 5-pounder I caught a couple days ago down here, if I get my bait around him, I got a good chance of catching him again. So far, I hadn't got my bait around him. Now, I've thrown it out there in the same place where I caught those first two quite a few times. I hadn't got a bite. Grass, grass, grass. Chunk one out that way and see if I can get a bite out that way. That's about 15 foot deep where I'm throwing, so I'm throwing it, letting it fall down about 10 or 11 feet before I start moving it. I want to keep it above that thermocline. The thermocline's about probably where the bottom is out there, so I could drop it down really almost all the way to the bottom, but I don't really want to quite get it to the bottom. I want to get down there close and then sort of drop swim it back. A lot of swimming, a lot of dropping, barely moving my rod tip. And not getting many bites. First two casts. Believe that? You know I'm going to catch one more before I quit. You know I am. Wonder about just firing that thing. Oh, way off out there. Hadn't been out in that area. We'll try that one time. Let her fall. Bite it on the fall. That's what I like. Let it fall. No bite. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Play with me. Oh, bluegill. Rap, 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 pop, 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 pop. The bass might, sometimes a bass sees a bluegill attacking that worm, he'll come over and take it away, take the worm away from it. I'm in the grass now. So I'm gonna try to get it up on top of the grass. Swim along the top there. Ticking the top of the grass with that plastic worm. Wonderful technique to not get a bite. Oh, Jimmy. Oh. I got to get one, catch one real quick. How long? Oh my gosh, 12.5 minutes. I caught two fish, the first two. Bluegill eating me up. The bluegill are eating me up out there. Every throw I get a bluegill bite. Just one 3-pounder. I was asking for a 5, now I want a 3. Chris is up there thinking I can't catch nothing. She's right. All right, this is embarrassing. This is plumb embarrassing. Got a little salad on that plastic worm. Thought I was gonna eat it, didn't you? You thought I was gonna eat it. Right there at the edge of that grass. One could have hit it before it ever hit the bottom. He could have, but he didn't. Hit it then, though. That feels better. Oh, yeah, that's a better one. He's not a giant, but he's a better one. About the size of the other two put together. Let's see if he's hooked correctly. Oh. Hold on. Quit. Got him. Looky there. Looky there. That's what I'm talking about. Look how he's hooked, man. Right on the top of the head perfectly. Ooh, that's a nice fish there. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. It's not a 5-pounder, but it's a 4-pounder. Yeah, that's good right there, isn't it? What I'm talking about. This is the deal. Oh, I love it. Well, I can quit on that throw right there. It's a whole lot better than I did the other evening on the hottest day of the year. Can you catch fish on the hottest day of the year? Absolutely, absolutely. By the way, I've got my little buddy Houston Arms, his dad Daniel, coming over tomorrow and bringing another little buddy with him. we're going to go out fishing in the morning. We're going to take the Ranger boat out. And I don't know how many people will have in the boat. Might be several. Daniel will be doing a video, I'm pretty sure, I guess. I'm not positive. So out there about the same spot. Daniel will be doing a video, I believe, for Arms Family Homestead. Back-to-back throws again. Arms Family Homestead is a great channel. Got about 800,000 people on there. Great channel. Farm channel. They do some fishing. Ooh, that's another nice one. Not quite as big as the last one, but he's nice. Very nice. Come here, baby. I'm getting my money's worth out of that lucky strike worm. You could catch more than one on them, that's for sure. Woohoo! Another pretty good one. Hooked perfectly right in the top of the head. Look at that Daiichi hook right there. Daiichi right. No barb. See that? Barb smashed smooth as a baby's bottom. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one. Not going to go plump crazy like some of them do over a 3-pound fish, but I get excited about it. Looky there, I'm still using that same worm. I'm not going to quit when you catch 2 on 2 straight casts. Oh, I didn't quite get there. I'm a little bit short. That's what she said. I didn't say that. I think there's a little smooth area right there, because then I got down the grass because I cast just a little bit short of what I had been. Since that was a little bit of a bad cast. Oh Lordy, I've taken up too much of y'all's time. I don't want to take up that much of your time. But I'm going to make one more throw. Line that thing in here. Ooh, right on the edge. Right on the edge. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, bite. Has he got it? No, grass. I didn't feel any tick, but I could feel it against something. I thought it might be against the inside of a bass's mouth. I don't think I hit the slick spot right then. And since I didn't hit the slick spot, I got to cast one more time. Woo! But anyway, I'm going to be fishing with Daniel and Houston and one of their buddies. And we're going to go out and do a little fishing early in the morning. Start about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And then we might even, I'm going to take some bobbers and stuff out of there. I'm going to get some I got down here and go rig up a couple, 2 or 3 rod and reels with just a hook and a sinker and maybe a bobber on it. And let those boys catch some bluegill. So we might do a little bluegill fishing also. I'm sure Daniel will have that on the Arms Family Homestead channel. We might shoot some and put on our channel as well. Particularly if we catch a few fish, we'll do it. In the grass. Should have ended on 2 straight fish, shouldn't I? Yeah. I promise, as the Lord is my witness, this is my last throw. I'm going to throw a place I haven't thrown it all, over there. That's 20 or 30 feet away from where I caught those other 2, or more than that maybe. Have not fished that spot right there. I haven't been catching any there at all anyway. But they're swimmers, they're swimming around out there. That gets in the grass pretty quick right there. Little bare spots. I swear this is my last cast. If I don't catch one, I'm quitting. I gotta go cook Chris's supper. She's probably saying, I wish he'd quit. Come fix me something to eat. She's doing so good. So good. She's sitting at the table, getting out of her wheelchair. I'm helping her get out of her wheelchair. Sitting at the table. We watch television. She sits in the love seat right beside me and watches television. And she's so much. Oh, wasn't gonna throw another throw. Lord, I apologize for that. But since it's out there, I might as well go ahead and work it back in, right? Rod tip high. The higher your rod tip, the more sensitive it is. If you got it down like that, it's not as sensitive as if you have it straight up. Straight up. You'll be like you're kind of listening for the strike. You got it up straight up. Your rod up like that, come through the grass. Any little, if one breathes on it, I will feel him. I mean, breathes on it, I will feel him. Rod tip high, straight up and down is the most sensitive your rod is, irrespective of the rod you use. This is a Jimmy Houston Proficiency SX. About a $50 rod. Okay, that's it, I'm quitting. Girls, guys, have a lot of fun out there. Have a great one. Remember, I sure do love you. What an evening.